The small town of Fairhaven was the kind of place where nothing much ever happened. Nestled in a valley surrounded by rolling hills, it had its charm, quaint houses, a bustling main street, and a community where everyone knew everyone else. 12-year-old Mia Caldwell lived in a modest house on the outskirts of town with her parents and her older brother, Ethan, who was 15 and often acted like he knew everything about everything. To Mia, Ethan was the epitome of annoying older siblings, always teasing her, playing pranks, or acting superior. But everything changed the day she met Zeek. It started on a warm summer evening. Mia had wandered into the woods behind their house, seeking refuge from Ethan's relentless teasing. Armed with a flashlight and her sketchbook, she ventured deeper than usual, drawn by the soothing sounds of crickets and the occasional hoot of an owl. She found a quiet clearing and settled on a fallen log to sketch the gnarled trees and the stars that were beginning to peek through the twilight sky. That's when she saw it, a flicker of blue light cutting through the darkness, darting among the trees. Her heart raced, and her first instinct was to run. But curiosity got the better of her, and she crept toward the light. As she pushed through the underbrush, she came face to face with a being unlike anything she'd ever imagined. Standing about her height, it had smooth, silvery skin that shimmered faintly in the moonlight, large almond-shaped eyes that glowed softly, and a slender frame. The blue light emanated from a small device it held in its three-fingered hand. "Don't scream," the being said in a voice that was soft and melodic but with an odd mechanical undertone. Mia's mouth opened, but no sound came out. She stared, wide-eyed, at the creature, her mind racing to comprehend what she was seeing. "I'm Zeek," it said, tilting its head slightly. "I'm not here to hurt you. I promise." Finding her voice at last, Mia whispered, "Are you, an alien?" Zeek nodded. "You could say that. My ship crashed nearby, and I'm trying to fix it. But I might need some help." Mia's fear was quickly replaced by excitement. This was the most extraordinary thing that had ever happened to her. She stepped closer, her curiosity overcoming her caution. "What kind of help?" Zeke's luminous eyes blinked. "I need materials to repair my ship. Some of them might be difficult to obtain without attracting attention. But you seem clever. Perhaps we can work together." A grin spread across Mia's face. "Deal. But on one condition." Zeek tilted his head again. "Condition? You help me prank my brother." The alien blinked again, clearly puzzled. "Prank? What is prank?" Mia giggled. "Oh, you're going to love this." Over the next few days, Mia and Zeek became fast friends. She smuggled food and tools from her dad's garage to the clearing where Zeek had hidden his ship, a sleek, disc-shaped craft partially buried in a shallow crater. In return, Zeek used his advanced technology to help Mia devise the most elaborate pranks she'd ever dreamed of. They began small, a holographic spider in Ethan's room that scurried away when he tried to catch it, or his favorite video game suddenly speaking in a language he couldn't understand. Ethan was bewildered but didn't suspect Mia at first. He chalked it up to glitches or his imagination. But Mia and Zeek weren't satisfied with small-scale mischief. They wanted something unforgettable. One evening, as they sat in the clearing, Mia sketched out her latest idea in her notebook. "Okay, here's the plan. We make Ethan think he's been abducted by aliens." Zeke's eyes glowed brighter, a sign Mia had come to recognize as his equivalent of a smile. "Elaborate." Mia leaned closer, her voice filled with excitement. "We'll wait until he's asleep, then use your tech to create a fake alien ship interior. You can levitate him or something, right?" Zeek nodded. "I have an anti-grav device that can do that." "Perfect. We'll make it look like he's floating in the air. Then you can pretend to be the alien in charge, asking him weird questions and—" Zeek raised a hand, his expression serious. "We must ensure he is not harmed or overly frightened. Pranks should be light-hearted, yes?" Mia nodded eagerly. "Of course. It's all in good fun. The night of the prank, Mia and Zeek put their plan into action. Zeek's technology transformed Ethan's bedroom into a convincing alien environment, complete with glowing panels, strange symbols, and an eerie hum. Ethan woke to find himself floating a foot above his bed, his eyes wide with shock. "What the?" he exclaimed, flailing his arms. Zeek, disguised in a holographic projection that made him look taller and more imposing, stepped forward. "Greetings, human," he intoned in a deep, otherworldly voice. "We have chosen you for a special mission." Ethan's jaw dropped. Who are you? What do you want?" Mia watched from the hallway, struggling to stifle her laughter. Zeek's performance was flawless. "You must answer our questions truthfully," Zeek continued. "Or face the consequences." Ethan nodded frantically. Okay. Just don't probe me or anything." Mia couldn't hold it in any longer and burst out laughing. Ethan's eyes darted to the door. "Mia? Is that you?" The illusion dissolved as Zeek deactivated the holograms, and Ethan dropped back onto his bed with a thud. Mia stepped into the room, tears of laughter streaming down her face. "Gotcha," she managed between giggles. Ethan glared at her, then at Zeek, who had returned to his normal appearance. "Wait, is that an actual alien?" Zeek waved awkwardly. "Hello." For a moment, Ethan looked like he might faint. But then a grin spread across his face. "Okay, that was pretty epic. But don't think this means I won't get you back." The three of them spent the rest of the night talking, laughing, and sharing stories. Ethan, to Mia's surprise, was thrilled to meet Zeek and eager to help him fix his ship. The siblings' rivalry turned into a partnership as they worked together to gather the remaining materials Zeek needed. By the time Zeek's ship was ready for takeoff, the three had become an inseparable team. As they watched the ship ascend into the night sky, Mia felt a pang of sadness but also a deep sense of gratitude. Zeek had brought them closer in a way she never could have imagined. And though Zeek was gone, the pranks didn't stop. After all, Ethan had a promise to keep. As the ship's glowing lights disappeared into the star-strewn sky, silence enveloped the clearing. Mia and Ethan stood side by side, their faces upturned and illuminated by the faint shimmer of starlight. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves around them, carrying with it the surreal realization of the adventure they'd just shared. Ethan broke the silence, nudging Mia with his elbow. "You know, you're still the annoying little sister. But that was incredible." Mia smirked. "Admit it. I'm the reason you didn't completely freak out." Ethan rolled his eyes. "Okay, fine. But just wait. Payback is coming." They laughed as they made their way back to the house, their footsteps crunching softly against the forest floor. For the first time in as long as Mia could remember, the teasing from Ethan didn't feel mean-spirited. It felt more like a game, a bond, strengthened by a secret only the two of them shared. The days after Zeke's departure were both thrilling and bittersweet. Fairhaven returned to its usual sleepy rhythm, but for Mia and Ethan, the woods behind their house now held a magical quality. They often revisited the clearing, half hoping for a sign of Zeke's return, half content with the memories they'd created there. One afternoon, a week after Zeke's departure, Mia found a small package on her windowsill. Wrapped in a shimmering material that seemed to shift colors in the sunlight, it bore no return address. She opened it carefully to reveal a strange device and a note written in Zeke's distinctive hand. "Mia and Ethan. Thank you for your kindness and humor. This device is a communicator. Should you ever need me, or should I need you, it will light up. Until then, keep exploring, keep creating, and, above all, keep laughing. Your friend, Zeek." Mia clutched the note to her chest, her heart swelling. She ran to show Ethan, who was equally awestruck. "You think he'll come back?" Ethan asked, examining the communicator. Mia grinned. "Who knows? But until then, she grabbed the device and gave Ethan a mischievous look. "I bet we can use this for the ultimate prank." Ethan groaned but couldn't hide his smile. "You're impossible." The siblings spent the rest of the summer crafting new adventures, their imaginations ignited by their encounter with Zeek. And though life in Fairhaven might have seemed ordinary to the outside world, Mia and Ethan knew better. Because somewhere out there, beyond the hills and stars, they had a friend, a reminder that the extraordinary could happen when they least expected it. And as long as they had each other, every day was a new adventure waiting to unfold.